हेलो गाइस, आई होप यू आर डूइंग ग्रेट। जैसे कि आप सबको पता है कि नवरात्रि उत्सव चल रहा है एंड वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग नवरात्रि सीरीज इन अ डिफरेंट वे ऑल टुगेदर। We have already completed two sessions. Day one with Stuti Sinha and day two with S. Swati. Now, day three, we have one amazing guest. She has cleared her CS Foundation with rank, CS Executive with rank, and CS Professional in the first attempt itself, all three. And right now, currently, she is doing her articleship internship in Mumbai in corporate world. So, introducing Nidhi Surana. Yes, Nidhi, कैसे हो?
I'm fine, sir.
कैसे हो? मतलब अभी पढ़ाई कैसे चल रहा है या जॉब कैसे चल रहा है? कुछ एडिशनल चीजें कर रहे हो आफ्टर सीएस? हाउ इज द लाइफ बेसिकली आफ्टर सीएस?
It is amazing. It is actually the fruit that you get once you complete your CS. So I'm enjoying that right now.
एंड यू मस्ट बी एंजॉयिंग मुंबई लाइक एनीथिंग लाइक।
Yes, definitely.
मुंबई में कितने साल हो गए अभी आपको, मतलब इंटर्नशिप द
Uh,
डे यू स्टार्टेड?
7.5 months I've completed in Mumbai also and an articleship also. So I'm just living one of my dreams being in Mumbai because I come from almost a tier 3 city. So
ओके,
from here to Mumbai was a dream for me and now it is, I can see it coming true.
सुपर सुपर। थोड़ा आपका बेसिक बैकग्राउंड बताना, हाउ योर एजुकेशन सिंस चाइल्डहुड टिल सीएस कैसा था, एंड फैमिली बैकग्राउंड कैसा था, और पढ़ाई कैसी हुई आपकी, एंड सीएस ये जो क्वेश्चन मार्क है सबसे बड़ा कि व्हाई सीएस, मतलब और आपने कंप्लीट किया कैसे किया, एक थोड़ा सा बेसिक बैकग्राउंड जानना चाहूंगा आपके बारे में।
So I have started my education till now English medium properly. Then I started my schooling in Pali only I have done. For college I went to Jodhpur. So out of my whole family I was the first girl child from my father's side who went to altogether different city for college.
सुपर।
So that was also a new thing for my family as well. And then CS I chose because I had interest in law. After completing my schooling, I had interest in law, but I did not want to leave commerce. So I found a middle way of like commerce bhi rahega, law bhi rahega. So I chose CS.
सुपर। फिर उसके बाद में जब आपका डिसीजन हुआ कि आई वांट टू गो आउटसाइड, आई वांट टू गो आउट ऑफ दिस होम टाउन फॉर एजुकेशन, हाउ योर फैमिली सपोर्टेड, मतलब व्हाट वाज द रोल ऑफ योर मदर फादर इन योर एंटायर एजुकेशन जर्नी?
So I'll say I'm a bit privileged because my mother is a working woman. So she already understood why is it important for me to step out. And I'm an only child. It is not like I have a sibling or I have an elder brother to count on. I'm the only one person that my parents look up to, that she will get our family ahead of whatever we are right now. So they always supported me, and I have a line of women who inspire me. So my grandmother, Miri Nani, she only studied till second class, and when I talk about her class, it means early 1900s. She only studied till second class and still in her early 90s. She used to do interest calculation. She used to remember religious scripts and everything. And she single handedly raised four girl childs, like my mom and three other masis of mine. So she was there as an inspiration. Then came my mom. She has studied till 10th only. But she is a government working woman. She works for, she's in medical department. So she is a working woman. I have a hierarchy of people who are always there for me to inspire. I can look up to people and I have them in my family.
Super. Means the girl education concept is there in your family since almost, I can say, almost 5-10 decades now, right?
Yeah, totally.
सुपर सुपर। देन हाउ वाज योर एजुकेशनल जर्नी, मतलब पढ़ाई कैसे हुआ मेजरली, लाइक एग्जीक्यूटिव प्रेफरेंशियल, मतलब ईईटी से आपका रैंक है, एग्जीक्यूटिव आल्सो यू स्कोर्ड रैंक, आई गेस एआईआर 6 इन फाउंडेशन, एआईआर 16 इन एग्जीक्यूटिव, प्रोफेशनल आल्सो यू क्लियर्ड, यू मिस द रैंक बाय वेरी शॉर्ट मार्जिन। तो ये जो आपका एजुकेशन क्वालिफिकेशन पूरा प्रोसेस रहा, हाउ वाज इट, मतलब आपका एक्सपीरियंस पर्सनली आपको कैसा लगता है, हाउ हाउ यू विल रेट योरसेल्फ कि आपने कितना आपका अटेम्प्ट दिया, मतलब कितना परसेंटेज यू हैव गिवन टू, मतलब 100% आपने दिया, और आपका एजुकेशन कैसे रहा, मतलब पूरा प्रोसेस स्ट्रगल था, पेन था, या मतलब अप्स डाउन थे, कैसे था बेसिकली?
It has always been ups and downs. So I think it goes same for everyone, that there is always a bump there that you think you can't go ahead of that. Foundation was very pretty much easier for me, I think. Because foundation, I was very sure when I gave my exams, I was very sure I'm getting a rank. Executive was a bit bumpy because I got nervous at the very first before giving executive, because when you shift from foundation to executive, there is a whole lot of syllabus that adds in, and there are paper differences and all of that. So I was very nervous with my executive, but it went quite smooth. Then my professional was quite a rough phase. I had in my personal life, professional was a rough phase. Then and when you have something happening with you in the background, it is difficult to focus on your studies. To be very honest, it is easier to say कि हाँ तो सब लोग करते हैं. You can also do it. Everybody has their own problems. It is fine that everybody has their own problems. It is difficult when you are in one. Preaching others is okay. कि अरे you can do it only. Everyone else do it. But it is very much difficult when you have to overcome something and you have to focus otherwise. So professional was a bit rough phase for me, but I did it. The only thing is कि you can't be focusing on your past. It is like कि this is an endless guilt trip that happens with students. It happened with me as well. That if you decide to wake up at 4, for example, I was a morning person, so I'm like, I'll wake up at 4, I'll study till 6, 2 hours batch. Now, for some reason, if you could not get up at 4, you woke up at 5, then first, so you'll 1 hour take ki, Arey, I should have woken up at 4, I could have studied. That guilt trip, if you start, it is endless. You will think about that lost 1 hour for the whole day, and then you will waste your whole day as well.
Agreed,
So
agreed.
that's one thing everyone should avoid. I learned it a bit late, but I learned it. So now that is a very much good lesson that I take in my life. Don't regret the miss out part. Focus on the part that is coming.
सुपर. मतलब और एजुकेशन की जर्नी में जैसे प्रोफेशनल बोलते हैं कि बहुत टफ है, इट्स ह्यूज, इट हैज 9 सब्जेक्ट्स, 3 ग्रुप, दैट टू विदाउट एनी लीव, and how to tackle those 9 months, specifically those last 3-4 months where the major revision part come. uh, I want to know about how to do cumulative revision. Basically I want basically how the student can score good marks with a cumulative revision basis. और एक short trip आपसे सुनना चाहूंगा कि what are the basic tricks, what are the recipe for the success.
So very first thing, everyone asks me how many hours I used to study. So it is not about how many hours you study. It is about the quality that you are studying. You can be putting 2 hours a day and you can still be learning more than the person who is studying for 4 hours. Focus se padna is important. That is the first thing. Secondly, when you give all 9 papers at once, you cannot expect yourself to read the whole book or to read the whole part of your notes one day before examination. You will have to leave some portion. You will have to believe yourself, ki, okay, I have studied it earlier. Even if I don't study it one night before of my examination, I can still crack it. That has to be with you. That confidence, you will have to take it. If you don't believe in yourself, then at paper only, whatever you have studied one night before, you'll forget that as well. It is not a big thing. It is about that how much you have studied before. Once you do 2 or 3 revisions, the confidence starts to grow. In first revision, there will not be confidence. You cannot assume yourself, you're not a robot, that you have done 1 revision, then you will get confidence. No, it is not that case. 2 or 3 revisions are most important, and you will have to start doing, like, first you have read from the book, like module itself. Second, you will go from the notes. Third, you will make summary notes. Then you can take last marathon notes, and you will be fine with it. Every time if you go for the module, then it will be difficult. You can't be completing your 3 or 4 revisions from the book itself. You'll have to concise it.
Majority of the student lack with self confidence when it comes to their majorly executive and professional level. EET level तो आराम से निकल जाता है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट ऐसा है कि ठीक है सर, थोड़े बहुत सीरियस भी रहेंगे, या कोई बच्चे अगर सीरियस नहीं भी होंगे तो वो ऑब्वियसली आपको सबको पता है कि पेपर पैटर्न कैसा है एंड हाउ थिंग्स वर्क्स. सो इट्स नॉट अ बिग क्वेश्चन मार्क एज सच, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू एग्जीक्यूटिव एंड प्रोफेशनल, वो टाइम पे मेजरली मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट लैक विद द सेल्फ डिसिप्लिन, self confidence. How to tackle those things?
I think the only key is consistency. If you are so for online students, I think it is more difficult. You will have to put on your laptop on your own. Nobody is coming to force you that you have to go to class. It is your own consistency that will take you. You will have to attend your lectures on your own. It comes from inside. Self motivation is the only key here. if you are motivated enough. So I think when you're going to give the examination, when you're going to study, you should know the purpose why you started it. For me, it was like I have to be the person for my family who leads. I had that in my mind ever since I started. So I think that goes for everyone else as well. You have to know the reason why you started it. And if you know your reason, then you will know what is your goal. And you will make every attempt, you will take every effort to achieve it. So consistency and self-motivation. That
Super.
will help you give the confidence.
Just amazing. Means the way you talk, the way you put your points, your your clarity in mind is just awesome. I personally, I know Nidhi since basically she was my student in CS Professional. So I remember I even met her after CS. I was in Mumbai for audit purpose and she was doing her internship. I still remember the way she talked. The most important thing, the the soft skill, and second thing is clarity in mind. So majorly, I think success is like three things ka recipe: clarity in mind, concentration, and confidence. She carries all the three things very smoothly. Just amazing. Just want to add one more thing. Uh, your family is amazing, no doubt about it. They support for the girls' education, but there are still few areas of India. We must say that still there are some issues related to girls' education. What do you think? What suggestion you have for the students who are female students, and second thing, their parents who are still concerned with the things? And you are the right example. You are from Rajasthan. Your family allowed you to go outside for the education in college. Second thing, they have even allowed you for Mumbai for your internship. So, what are the suggestions you have? Because there are so many people who are watching this video. Obviously, even some parents are watching, or even some students are watching. Majorly female student I'm talking about. So, how do you convince her?
So very first thing is charity begins at home. So I would like to quote an example and I would want your permission to quote it. I want to talk about your mother's, how she cleared her 12th
Yeah, yeah.
after so much of it. So it was, I'll take that you, your family, uncle, everyone else supported her. It comes from the family. For every girl child who wants to study, it is not just a single thing that she wants to study and she can do it. No, it is not that thing. If your family does not support, it is an issue and people need to address it. So very first thing, you will have to go through like to the male students that we have. If your parents do not agree to your sister's study or your cousin sister's study or anything, you will have to be the one to be the flag bearer who goes and talk to the girls who want to study, whose parents don't allow them to study. You are the correct person to convince your parents, because ultimately it is your mother and father and you know the best way to tackle them. And it is not about you will go to them once and you will tell them that I want to study or I want to go outside of the city and do my job or anything. It is not the one effort that you will need to take. It is a consistency of effort. You will have to go to talk to them in a way they can accept it. It is not that your parents don't want good for you. Marriage is something, I think, parents are familiar to that path. Ki, okay, girls are required to get married and do the working purpose at be a homemaker basically. They are not familiar with the concept of working women, if that's the case. So you will have to introduce them to that part of the world where people are working, where women are already ahead of what they want to be. We have all seen Chandrayaan 3's pictures where women were there celebrating because they were a part of it. People know that women are working. It is just that it will take efforts to break that mentality. So basically, support before you go out of your house, before you say that we'll go out and teach other girls, just try and ensure that the girls in your family, in your surrounding, get proper education. That is the very basic and very first step that we can take before making this world a better place. Make your home a better place for women's education. That is my suggestion.
Oh, just amazing. Thank you so much. Basically, I can't feel. Means sorry. Means we are so grateful as a Unique Academy team to have this type of students who are so much matured and they have achieved like anything. Means it's our dream to have students like who are scoring AIR in all the levels and who are excelling their career after post qualification. right? Means there are few students who are like कि sir CS तो बन जाएंगे but scope है या नहीं है, they are still having some question mark even in the process or even after clearing say sir हम क्या करेंगे, कितना पैसा मिलेगा, जॉब कैसा रहेगा, प्रैक्टिस कैसे रहेगा, and number of question. But I sincerely request each and every student to just look after these 9 inspirational journeys which we are going to share. This is the third one, few more are on the way. I genuinely think that so many students will definitely get the help from this, and the input which they are sharing will definitely help you out in your professional journey. Thank you so much, Nidhi. Thank you so much for taking me out to your time, and I hope you will be there with Unique Team forever. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. It's been an honor.
Jai Mata.